Peter, we're doing a special series at FAN EXPO Chicago. We're talking about origin stories. We feel it's very appropriate for those in the comic community. We'd love to hear how you got started in the world of comics and what drove you to pursue this as your career.
Wow, so we're going to peel back the layers of time and go back many moons ago to the glorious early 90s. I started out as an assistant at DC Comics. At that time, Vertigo was just starting up, and they were looking for assistants. I was lucky to get a interview, but I unfortunately didn't get the job. But they walked me down because they knew that DC was hiring some people too, the DC Universe, and so I met an editor down there who ended up giving me an assistant job, and worked my way up from an assistant editor to group editor of the Batman books in the course of 15 years. And so that was my foray into comics. It was a love of comics. Was, you know, my three loves in growing up were in sort of the same order: were baseball, movies, and comics. And I was lucky enough to get one of those dreams to happen. So it's pretty cool.
Do you remember your first comic or the first run that stands out to you?
Yeah, I would say it was probably Spider-Man. It was I think it was the Ben Stacy, the Captain Stacy stuff when he died. So it was probably late '60s. I'm getting up there in age. So it was it was the Captain Stacy stuff and him dying and all of that. And it was a great time to be a Spidey fan. And then getting back to those early issues, you know, which weren't too far in the past back then, and getting to follow Spidey and all the Marvel stuff. I was more of a Marvel kid growing up. My favorite stuff at DC was Batman, and then I really liked the War and the Western and the horror books that they did. So I really gravitated towards that, and then luckily when I was I was actually trying to break in as a writer, and somebody suggested trying to get on staff was easier than breaking in as just trying to get my script seen. So it was very lucky to get that break. I was living in New York at the time, so it worked out really well. And it was I learned a lot. I was really lucky to be in the offices with guys like Archie Goodwin, Danny O'Neill, Julie Schwartz was still coming in a couple days a week, Mike Carlin. Those were the salad days. Those were some good days to be around the DC offices and learning from the best.
So let's talk about your new projects. You joined the Ghost Machine team recently.
Right.
You all have had some wonderful stories that have come out, but you had your one shot earlier this year where we got to see a taste of the Rocketfellers.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about this next story?
Honestly, not a lot. I don't want to get into too much of it, but because it comes out in November. I've got two great artists working on these books. I've got Francis Manipul, who's co-writing Rocketfellers with me, and then I've got Hornsby and Halo with Peter Snaberg, an old friend and another creative powerhouse, and we're just having a blast, and we're just working on these books with a lot of heart, a lot of passion, a lot of fun, and having seen the first few issues, I think fans, just readers, are going to be, I really feel like, embrace these books. I mean, they've embraced the first wave really well, and we're really happy with that because we're saying character first, and it truly is. We're really having a great time bringing these characters to life, and we're all trying to outdo each other and make the best books possible. And it's we got a great team of great personalities with the guys and girls there, and we really feel blessed to be able to have left our corporate moms and dads over the last couple of years and bring these books out to people. So we hope they're going to be enjoyed and hopefully have a lot of legs and a long life also. So Rocketfellers and Hornsby Halo, they're for 10 years old to 100 years old. They're for everybody, and they've got, when we say family odysseys, it's not like it's a G-rated book. What they are, it's about, we're really centering on family stories, sort of like be it it's Studio Ghibli or the Pixar stuff and things like that, where it's got heart, drama, passion, fun, and the biggest thing is adventure and great characters who we're watching jump through these hoops. So yeah, we're really happy, and we're really we can't wait to get that second wave out.
You guys have a lot to be proud of. I've loved every issue of Geiger, Red Coat, Rook Exodus. It's all come together so well. My last question for you is, what are you reading right now? What are you excited about that's coming up in the world of comics?
I got to be completely honest with you. I'm reading the Ghost Machine stuff. I'm like, I can't wait to see what my fellow guys and teammates are doing. And Maytal right now, her Devour book is coming out, and that looks great. And Lamont's stuff is coming out, and his stuff looks great. And Red Coat and Geiger and Rook, they're all and Hyde Street. I mean, the stuff I've been seeing from Ivan Rice and Brian Hitch and Gary and Jason Fabach, it just helps everybody's game. And you know, I go to the store every week. You know, here, well, not every week. I go maybe twice a month. And I don't know, I can't seem to really get into the superhero stuff right now from the big two. I'm finding myself geared more towards the independents, and picking up the little mini Marvel Masterworks or the older DC stuff. It just seems to be the stories I feel like reading right now. You know, I've been there, done that for so long that it takes a lot to surprise me and not feel redundant. And I think, at least in Ghost Machine right now, the response has been people are just really excited to go down roads that they are not well traveled, you know?
Well, we're really excited for all of your books. Thank you so much for taking time to speak with us.
Thanks a lot.